Welcome to the world of Phusion and the Smarter Decking System. The Smarter Decking System is a proprietary process consisting of 9 crucial steps and 4 patent-pending products that are nothing like paint or stains that fade and lift off in a year or less. The Smarter Decking System is designed to last for the life of your home and is guaranteed to last for more than 10 full years. The Smarter Decking System can only be compared to today's newest and most advanced composite decking, but better. Unlike expensive composites, Smarter Decking will not fade, crack, or become slippery. The difference is Phusion. Today's paints and stains don't bond to the substrate like Smarter Decking. In fact, Smarter Decking makes your entire deck stronger. Just look at this.
So I'm here today with Dr. Himmelwright. Dr. Himmelwright's the inventor of this product. Now tell us a little bit about this test. What's it called? What are we going to do here?
This is a standard adhesion test. We're using an alcometer. You could use an Instron or a Chatillon, any type of device that pulls an adhered dolly. These little silver items are referred to as dollies, and we stick them on the surface with an epoxy or some type of glue, and then cut around the edge, so we're really looking at only the Z direction force when you're pulling up on it. That gives us a true reading of what's happening with the adhesion of our coating to the wood. What we've done on this test sample, this is the deck as it existed prior to our 9-step process being applied. This is a clean deck, and then we do the priming and the coating of the deck. And so now we want to understand and make sure that there isn't any failure of our protective coating materials at any stage, either to our primer or to the wood itself.
I imagine you probably know what we're going to get here, but give us a prediction of what we might see.
We think we certainly want to be in the hundreds of PSI whenever we put a coating on. Typically 500 to 600 PSI is a really good adhesion level and will give us very good performance for many, many years.
Now let me make sure I understand what you're saying. If we took a 1-inch diameter circle, right, and we had a ceiling coated in our Phusion technology, and we hung off that 1 inch, you and me together.
I was going to say exactly the same thing. That would be about 500 PSI. Right. So that'd be a
literally this one little thing you and me could be holding on it.
Yeah.
Now, and some of the stuff that's sold at Home Depot, we couldn't even get a child to hang off of.
I think you and I would pull it off pretty quickly. Yeah.
All right, awesome. Why don't you show us what you're doing?
Okay, so what we've done is, again, this is just a hydraulic piston that grabs the dolly.
Whoa!
When we employ the full function of our entire coating, both X, Y, and Z direction forces, the force goes up to, we're at about 700 PSI. Dramatic increase in strength of the coating being held on the deck through adhesion between the primer and our coating, and then, of course, to the wood itself. And what we're seeing is a cross-linking between those 3 layers, and essentially getting into the pores of the wood and bonding both chemical adhesion and a physical adhesion, which you need both in any time you apply a coating, to lead to this very high pressure of 700 PSI in a pull test. I mean, that's more than you and I, fortunately, hanging from the ceiling.
The start of the process begins with clearing the deck's surface of all furniture, grills, and anything else that will impede the transformation of your deck. Once the deck is clear, your crew will inspect the deck for raised nails or screws and set them accordingly. Once all nails and screws are set, boards that require replacement are removed and replaced with the appropriate material. To achieve Phusion, your deck must be clean, and there is no better way to clean it than to completely remove the top layer of coating or delaminated wood. Your crew achieves this through a sanding process that keeps the dust down. Smarter Decking's commitment to creating a fresh, new surface stands apart from painters who pressure inject water deep into the deck, bloating the fibers and causing premature coating failure and rot. Between steps, you will notice the crew is taking pictures and measuring the moisture content of the deck along with the deck's temperature. This scientific approach to installation removes the best guess method used by painters and ensures that results are consistent and predictable, a long-lasting, safe deck every time. Once the nails and screws are set, rotted wood has been replaced with your permission and the deck sanded. Now it's time to begin applying the water block pre-fusion process. The pre-fusion process utilizes Smarter Decking's unique two-part penetrating bonding agent. The PBA bonding agent penetrates deep into the substrate and seeks out and encapsulates water molecules. Water block fuses to the deck and provides a firm base for top-coat adhesion. All decks have cracks, and while having an absolutely smooth deck doesn't make it last longer, having cracks that allow water to sit causes huge problems. We solve this problem with our proprietary Crack Guard product. Unlike other fillers, Crack Guard adds structural integrity while allowing your deck to expand and contract. Once the substrate is stabilized, our solid color fusion process begins. Our system is 100% aliphatic. Unlike aromatic floor coatings or paints, the fusion system does not change color over time. Paints and stains lose color within months of application, right before it flakes off. The fusion process loses less than 2% of its color in 7 years of real-world exposure. The Smarter Decking system has the most stable outdoor color palette ever applied to decks. The first solid color fusion application is applied at 10 mils and dries at 10 mils within an hour. Our 100% solids materials has 0 VOCs and meets all green standards. While the first solid color application is still tacky, our slipstop aggregate is evenly distributed on the deck surface. The final fusion application is installed to add thickness and strength to the deck. Because the final application goes on top of the slipstop, it also securely traps the anti-skip protectant. Your deck is now stronger, better looking, stain-proof, and safer. Listen to this satisfied customer.
About 7 years ago, we had Smarter Decking installed on one of our decks. We didn't want to have to continually maintain the deck by painting it or staining it every couple years. So we were looking for something that would be maintenance free. So the crew came in, they cleaned off the deck, made sure that everything was taken care of and moved away. They were very careful, they were very courteous, and they were in and out in the same day. The deck looks just as good today as it did when we had it done. There's a lot of nice houses in our neighborhood and they have very nice decks, but none of them look as nice as ours. I would definitely recommend this process for anyone who is looking for a carefree deck that really looks great.
Today, right now, there are decks that prove that fusion works. These decks are not inside a big building in some laboratory being run through accelerated tests. The Salisbury Beach Reservation is one of the busiest public beaches in New England. To have a deck that was on its last legs preserved and made safer for more than 8 years is great. The fact that it will still look new today is amazing. The fact that it will last for years to come is unbelievable. Believe it. Our patent-pending formula is how all decks will be preserved in the future. Thanks for considering Phusion and the Smarter Decking system.